sword.
What frackin' room are you in? You're in the Great Hall. That's where we left off.
Staring at the door with no way to get in, and
Did I?
some weird, ominous
you can get
message
in.
about hope and losing it.
Oh yeah, last hope.
Yeah.
Oh, Hope's End. To be specific.
Yes. Okay. So last time we played, you guys fought. I know some people weren't here and some people were, but I don't remember who was which. So I'm gonna do my best to recap. Last time we played, you guys found the door into what you think is the room containing the mythol, the dragon mythol, which is currently turned on and not supposed to be, and making all of the dragons go insane and try to destroy the world. The door was being guarded by Jordan's father, who you guys kicked the holy living shit out of.
After he played peekaboo like a gopher.
I mean, he did a considerable amount of damage and danced around and threw ice walls up, but yeah, he eventually was sent back to where he was from, which is one of the 9 levels of hell. I forget which one he's in charge of. Whichever one is the frozen one, that's his shtick.
Oh.
He vanished. There's a strange door in front of you that has like a it has a golden circle with Dwarvish runes below on it, and then a series of 9 little gems in the shape of trees, like affixed to the door, like just hanging from it, just below that. The door. I can actually put you guys on the page. I made a thing for the door. It looks just like this.
Oh, yeah.
The Dwarvish runes around the golden circle says plant 9 trees in such a way that there are 10 straight rows with 3 trees each. It doesn't say that. I had it more flowery at the time, but I have forgotten the way I wrote it. But it's written in a Dwarvish hymn, basically.
So it's like a Sudoku puzzle.
Kind of. Yeah, and while staring at this door and debating, you came to the realization that if the mythol is on the other side of this room, you don't know how to turn it off. So Layla sent a message to Vajra and asked like if there was a way to turn it off, and she said that there was an old elf, an ancient elf, that hung out in a bar in the dock ward called the Last Hope, who claims to have been alive when the dragon mythol was built, and she
Hope's End.
thought the bar is called Hope's End. Yes. And she thought that talking to him would perhaps help, but that was the only advice she could give.
And Layla relays the message. Something,
Scour
something.
tails.
Insight
Do we
check.
even have time to do that?
We don't have a choice.
Do I see the weird look of Kelric?
I mean, yeah. Cat said it.
Kelric? What do you know?
Either we're really close, or Vajra might be about to see maybe Asmodeus. And he like shrinks up a little bit, like, shit.
And why would she be going to see Asmodeus?
Cause he said at Hope's End I'll be waiting.
And when did you talk to Asmodeus?
Cat doesn't remember?
Did you summon him? Like, what was going on?
It was the last time you guys rested outside of the. This is not to scale, whoever's measuring that. It's just the front of the door.
Yeah, well, no, I was trying to figure out how many squares it was.
Okay. Whenever the last time you guys rested outside of the church that Layla has made down here. That was the last time you spoke with him.
So I feel like that's important information that, old Spooky is decided to, come talk to one of us. It'd be great if we would have known that.
I didn't think you'd react this well since you usually kind of get really.
This is sarcasm.
There
Kelrick.
we go.
I will tell Vajra that she's walking into maybe a trap. I use my last spell slot.
She didn't say she was going. She said you could go
Said we
talk to
should
him.
go.
What? She said we could go.
Yes.
Yeah.
She told you where he was.
I thought
she
she
did not
said she
say
was
she
gonna go
going.
talk to them.
No.
No.
That's what my record
We gotta
says.
go do it
No.
ourselves.
She says you could go speak with him.
Hmm.
In Vajra's mind, like, you don't know what other things she's juggling, being one of the people that helps manage the city. But in Vajra's mind, you guys are capable individuals and should go take care of this.
Are we though?
That's what she thinks. I'll be honest with you. She finds you very frustrating. But she thinks you are capable of handling it, and thus has dispatched you to do so.
Hmm.
That's the way it works in her head.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well,
Just because we bring her salads from our bar, she calls that annoying. I swear, this Raja, she doesn't appreciate good cuisine.
Food, that's the problem.
Oh well, we can worry about that later.
Oh, I got an idea. How about we don't go see Asmodeus, and we go and see Buster. Buster, what's that guy's name? Your friend.
oh, his
Hey.
patron?
Huh?
His
Not
big
Clappy.
spooky.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so
big
Rex.
spooky.
dude.
Wait, the Sorex, the guy that is Buster's new patron.
The
Yes.
alchemist guy.
Patreon.
Patreon.
Yes.
Yeah. Arcanus Rex.
Arcanist, that's the one. Should we
Wait, was it supposed to be 9 or 10 o'clock?
It's written at the top.
Oh, what where?
It's on the GM
Oh,
info here.
yeah, I
Here.
did.
Boop. There you go.
Okay, 9 trees in such a way that there are 10 straight walls. 3
Yeah,
trees.
yeah, I'm saying we ask the Arcanist. The guy. Maybe we ask him first.
So Buster can
guy?
draw a circle that can
Oh,
get you
I see.
guys to Arcanus Rex.
Nice.
Getting back would be a problem. Also, you could you have spent some time hearing his thoughts in your head from time to time. Though it's slowly faded, you could try just talking to him. Chris, as you start messing with the gems, whenever you place one, there's a little arc of electricity that climbs its way and connects them like this.
Oh, okay.
So
Nice.
it and connects to them, and then and you can see them kind of light up and they click in place. It's weird because when you pick them up off the door, it's like they're magnetic. They just pluck off and then they stick back on really easily.
Hmm.
Ingenious.
Little magnetic trees.
They're like emeralds. They're little gemstones that are cut in the shape of
Emeralds.
trees.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
Nice enter these.
Hang on.
Nice.
So
What does the door say in like what language is it? Dwarvish?
it's written in Dwarvish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that enough? I don't think that's enough.
Let me.
Is it?
Trees in such a way that there are 10 straight rows with 3 trees each. Oh no, I don't know how to map.
Yeah, that's not enough.
Huh.
It also. That does not quite work.
Nah, it doesn't.
Ah.
So there is an energy, like it's glowing and things click together, but it doesn't. The door doesn't react.
Okay. Calric, can I ask for the puzzle master's help?
It's
You're
gonna take a
muted.
while.
What? Oh.
I'm
never
not.
mind.
I have. It's on a. I'm working on it on my little table.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm a little slow. So
Like Calric pulls out a slate and a stylus and starts drawing. It's like,
Good.
yeah, hang on, I'm getting there.
Oops. Nope. I didn't mean to draw. Oop. Let's see.
So you can only use 9 trees.
Mm-hmm.
Straight rows of 3 trees each. Oh.
Where would it put it?
This is like Silent Hill puzzles.
Yeah, I love it.
Should I make a sanctuary
Right?
for us to take a nap in?
Oh, what? What? What?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm gonna work on casting Temple of the Gods here, while everybody kind of thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to talk to my
got it,
buddy.
I think.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Does this one
One,
need to go over
2,
here?
3, 4,
Maybe.
5, 6. There's only 5 straight rows there.
Oh.
Diagonals.
Yeah, I'm counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still 5.
And the ups and downs?
Up and down is 1.
3, 4.
Yeah, it has to be 3 connected.
So that's 4, and that last one is 5.
And there's also the up and down one in the upper.
Yeah,
What is
just
this?
count the lines. That last one's 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
Yeah, no, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It has to be 3.
No, I know it's not enough, but it's 7, not 5.
Yeah.
It's 5 rows of 3 is what I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 rows of 3 is all I see. Up and down doesn't count as 2 rows.
This is I don't ask me why. This is like a weird point in time. I must be right here.
So 1, hang on.
Hang on. Oh, did I not move them?
Yeah, don't move them. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4,
Is this here?
5.
And across 6, 7.
Well, if you move that one there, then
Oh, it's still only 7 though.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. I said it was enough.
then it's 7. 5.
It's a curious
What?
puzzle.
What if? Oh golly.
So Layla begins creating a sanctuary for you guys while this is going on inside of this giant greeting hall or entry hall with the huge, like, elaborately carved murals that tell the story of dragons destroying the world and the mythal being being built to stop them, and it also shows a depiction of a great dragon being chained.
It's just the same as what we had before.
If you
Nope, I think Denny got it. Yeah,
There's
Denny
still
got
8.
it.
nice.
I did.
Yeah.
What? Where?
It's evil!
1,
It's
2,
evil!
3. I think I'm missing 1 on the. I don't know.
I have a list of possible answers pulled up and next to me, and this is one of them I have on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, that's 9.
So
So Curtis comes over after a moment, arranges the gems on the thing. I think Curtis too had pulled out like a piece of paper or like a thing of sheet music and flipped it over and started scribbling on
Some
it.
scratch paper.
And he has a moment where he's like, "Aha!" and he runs over and rushes. And then as you put the last one in place and the lines all line up, the door thrums and the runes all light up and you can hear it unlock.
Oh.
We did it.
And
Did I finish casting?
I mean, that only took them like 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I'll be here for the next 50 minutes. Casting this
Cool. Are we
house.
Go in the room.
I'm gonna hang out with Layla because I'm not very useful right now anyway.
no, you're always useful, Kelrick.
No, I got just cantrips right now.
Cool. So you guys are gonna swing. It's a huge door, and you could hear it unlock, but like it seems like it just rotates. So you just push on one side and it'll turn open.
Okay.
Yeah, Buster, if you want to talk to Sirex.
Alright.
Rex.
There's a pause, and then you hear in your head, "Yes,
Hey, I'm alive.
yeah, yes, Buster, I'm aware. Hang on a moment. This is a bit awkward." And then you hear like some rattling sounds, and then he's like, "Oh, yes, there. Now I can see you."
And he just waves at nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So, like, a lot of stuff happened, and now we're trying to figure something out. The end of the world, and apparently somebody at Hope's End knows to stop the mythal, but we can't go to them right now.
You sound really quiet, Rach.
Jabbering.
You are very quiet. There's a pause, and he goes, "A mythal,
Yes,
and you have to destroy it or deactivate it or something."
yes, we have to deactivate it before it's too late and the dragons destroy the world.
He pauses and he goes, "Well, typically when elves create mythals, their creation is the source of their destruction. So if you want to find a way to turn it off, you have to figure out how it was made. Or teleport it to another plane of existence, but that would take a lot of magical power and time."
Teleport.
No.
See. Teleportation circles.
You see, mythals are created using. He starts to drone on about like how it takes dozens of mages and years of preparation and work, and like he starts just giving you a bunch of information that's probably not really relevant.
That's the best kind of information.
That's great, but that's not what we're dealing with right now. Gosh.
There's a pause, and he goes, "Oh, yes. Well,
Yes,
if you figure out how it was made, you can figure out how to turn it off. By the way, how's your head?"
It's alright. I mean, I've seen some shit though.
Pause, and he goes, "Also, I heard you go to the bathroom the other day and you didn't wash your hands."
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't happen again. I'm sorry. I guess I forgot. No, but I thought I gave the Stone of Galore to somebody else, and
It was
I
me.
forgot.
You didn't give it to them. It was taken from you, and you no longer remember it.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I can't even recall Unless somebody else brings
You
it
have
up.
you have no knowledge of it. Like I think somebody pulled it out and showed it to you, and you were like, "Hey, cool, neat rock."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
okay.
any memory that Buster had of the Stone of Galore, like looking for it, getting it, using it, talking to it, it's all gone.
Wow.
Stone mentioned, because I think we did ask, and I think the stone mentioned that weaker minds don't remember or something like that. There's probably a save.
So I just got roasted or something.
Well, I think it's because you died.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that'll do it.
But I made you alive. Oh, and we totally saw your pee-pee.
Oh gosh, well that doesn't surprise me.
But we all had to get naked in a tub to resurrect you as part of the ritual. And
Yeah, no. I think I remember that.
Coward
I mean-
muted.
Am I?
Yeah. Oh, I hear you now.
Did my mic stop leaking? Does so sanctuary negates all negative effects, right? Or no, all magical, no magical effects can go through it.
The spell sanctuary? No, I think all it does is if somebody tries to attack you, they have to make a wisdom saving throw first. Yeah, that's it.
What's the one that you cast that did like the room?
Temple of the Gods.
And that takes an hour.
Mhm.
Right.
So I'm still
that
doing that.
Is that the one that negates? 'Cause I
No,
remember
like
there's something that like nobody could enter this area.
she can choose either celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead,
There's
and
like that magical
have to make-
cage.
they have to make a charisma saving throw to go into it. So she can say like fiends are not allowed to come into this temple.
Okay. All right. Sorry, my brain had. Never mind. Weird ideas.
Well, Curtis has force cage, right?
Mm-hmm. I do.
That just like keeps stuff out of the cage. If you're inside the cage, you can't get out the cage, and if you're outside the cage, you can't get in the cage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if they make it like a wall. There's also, I think, Leomund's tiny hut.
Well, I was asking because, well, and again, I'm gonna preface it. This won't work.
Mm-hmm.
But my brain was like, well, if no magical effects can pass through it, like, because on Tiny Hut, I think they can go out but not in. Or no, they can't.
No, they can't go either
Um,
way in tiny hut.
The mythol is causing a magical effect.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just lock up the mythol?
Well, that's what I said. I didn't think it would work because I was like, well, what if we put the mythol in like an area that magic can't pass through the boundaries? Would that negate it for however many hours the spell lasts?
I don't know. Maybe.
But it is kind of high ass tier magic, so I don't think it'll work. But
Well, apparently the only thing that'll destroy the temple is the disintegrate spell. High level wizard shit.
This room is not going to be big enough for you to make your temple in, by the way. Oh, it says up to.
Up
Must
to.
fit within an unoccupied cube of space. Up to. So you can make it smaller. You can adjust it.
I can make her small. Or big.
You can fit into tight spaces, like all the best things.
We're gonna have the best hot tub, guys. I'm totally like drawing like a hot tub right now with a piece of chalk on the ground, and I'm like, this is where we're putting it. It'll be here in like 45 minutes.
Good.
It's gonna be great.
Wow, you've got good contractors.
Look at me.
I'd like to imagine that you're also drawing like little flower petals, like meticulously arranging them. So
Yeah.
you
that
could
they
say
look
she has
beautiful.
great faith in her contractors.
Also some like nipples like on a statue. And then like it bloop into existence after I finish the drawing. And then like the walls are last.
Does anybody else want to do anything else while we're waiting on the temple?
Apparently, I'm
guess-
asking the Stone of Galore about Mythal stuff.
I think you asked it about the Dragon Menthol once before. Legend lore, it can tell you things that people know, basically. So it can tell you legends, it can tell you stories, it can tell you, you know, things a lot of people have forgotten. It cannot tell you how to turn this mythal off.
Okay.
But I think you guys have
Ooh.
talked to it once before.
You could ask it about the old ass elf guy.
Sure. I don't know if there be any lore, but okay. I ask about the old elf guy.
The oldest guy in Waterdeep. Ask him about that.
He's a Pisces.
Its response is that they are of no significance.
Hmm.
Or at least it wasn't to Never Ember.
Yeah.
Yeah, do something reckless and just die again, Buster. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can't do that.
Just be
I think after Layla finishes like doing some of this drawing, she's gonna take a second and go talk to Buster. Be like, so, you have any ill effects from the, resurrection?
Side effects may
Well,
include.
Do you have an
Yeah,
erection
that's-
lasting more than 4 hours?
that's a good side effect. I mean, a good side effect I'm having right now is being alive. That's a nice one. But the other side effect is that everything hurts.
Oh,
Cool.
yes. When your body goes through rigor mortis and you get all ugly and dead and stuff, when you become revived, you're still kind of ugly and dead on the inside for a while.
Yeah, I keep on farting.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely shit yourself.
Oh,
A nice bath will be good for you.
Not the hot tub.
Not the hot tub. I made a Buster bath right over on this side as I'm still drawing.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Layla.
Yeah, let's make you pretty again. It was kind of gross seeing you all corpseified. I don't know that I liked that.
Oh, can't imagine it was very pretty.
No, most definitely not. Gave me flashbacks.
So we're just gonna hang out until Layla's done making the temple.
Yeah, I mean, talking to my buddy didn't really seem to do anything.
Can I?
No.
We could go in and look at the mithril itself since the door's open.
Mythal. Mithral's material.
Mythol.
All right, nerd.
You know what? Yes, I am a nerd, and I'm cool with it.
Guard.
Embrace it.
Get in there. I'll let you guys do that while I finish up out here. Nothing to see here. It's fine.
Sorry, I was entertaining myself. Let me get rid of
It's bad
Oh,
stuff.
you were trying.
it.
Oh, you're drawing
weren't
peepees.
you?
I rearranged the stones and drew a penis. You guys gonna open up the door?
Yeah, I'll open it.
Oh. Big old skeleton.
Whoa.
In the center of the room is a giant glowing altar. It's an orb shape with this huge crystal inside of it. As soon as you guys open the door, you can feel like this thrum, this like humming noise comes out of it. And this like feeling hits your chest like bass. And it's this heavy, like just the sensation waves over you as you get close to the magic of the room.
Like the bass
Chris,
drop and Michael
I would
Jordan.
like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
think I have an idea.
What's going on in there? I hope you guys are doing okay.
While
Feeling
Chris
like
is
it.
working on their wisdom save, chained in the center of the room, there are
Level
chains that
7.
you can see that rattle across the floor. Chained on top of this big giant orb, you can see the skeleton of a huge dragon. As you guys walk into the room, the head of the skeleton lifts and turns and looks at you, and
Oh.
blue fire lights in its eyes. It's gonna say something in Draconic, but first I think we need to roll initiative because Chris is kind of losing their shit a little bit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's probably fine.
I don't think
Probably
it's fine
nothing.
anymore.
Just put some
It's fine.
Cheetos in Chris's mouth and everything will be hunky dory.
So hunky dory. I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
Cheetos.
Oh, oops, that's an accident.
Well, Layla's back there, drawing on the floor.
Wait, I'm not in this room. I'm not in this room.
That's okay.
Oh.
You don't have to do anything. Just go ahead and roll initiative for me in case you decide you want to come into the room.
But for the record, I don't like it.
That's fine. You don't have to be in the room. I just want you in the initiative order in case, you end up having to rescue Chris. Cool. Everybody in there? I got Buster. I got Chris. I got Globby. I got Jordan. I got Layla. I got Curtis. I believe that is everybody. Wait, I don't have Kelrick. What'd you get?
Yeah, I thought I selected the token, but it didn't. 8. So that makes sense.
Cool beans. The giant head of the dragon turns and looks at the group of you, and oh fuck, Chris rolled the highest. The face turns and looks directly at Chris, and in Draconic it says, "Calm yourself, wormling." Chris, as the door opens and
Did
you
that
walk into
help?
this
Oh.
room, that wave of energy comes over you, and a sensation that you've not felt before, an urge, an unquenchable and unstoppable urge to just break shit and tear things apart and sink your teeth into things and to rip and shred and tear and destroy comes over you. You are currently under the effects of the dragon rage. Have fun with that.
Cool.
Oh.
Ah!
Now we have to fight 2 dragons.
Hey, Chris is the bad guy.
Oh, shit.
I think probably because this guy talked to me, I'm gonna be like, "You're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do." And I think I'm gonna try and gnaw on his foot a little bit.
You just run up and bite him.
Yeah.
Okay. You just grab a hold of bone and like strained ancient flesh and bite into him, and he looks down at you. He looks back up at the rest of the group. He speaks Draconic with an accent that is how do I explain this? It's like hearing, like Buster can understand it, but it's like ass. What? Oh, back sass. I didn't see the other ass. I was like, what the hell? Don't you back ass me?
Don't you
Anyway,
back-ass me, mister.
it's like listening to someone speak like Shakespearean English, kind of, Buster. Like a lot of thous and these. It's not a way people actually talk, but it's the way he speaks. He looks down at Chris as she's like gnawing on him, looks up at the rest of the group, and then in Draconic he says, "And if you'd give me a moment." Joyden, anything you want to do? You're muted.
Yeah, I was trying to find the mute button. I'm going to try to grapple Chris.
Sure.
Dude.
Yeah. Make opposed athletics checks for me.
Oh,
Awesome. This is going to go swell.
Oh, boy.
Athletics. I rolled it. Okay, there it goes.
Yeah, you come rushing toward Chris, and she just turns around and grabs you by the face and throws you. You slide about 4 feet
Jesus.
before getting your feet again. She turns back to gnawing, but Chris, that Jordan bitch.
Uh-oh.
How dare she run up and try to lay hands on you like that?
Jordan, you're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Curtis, it's your turn.
I wasn't trying to
Oh,
tell you. I was
gosh.
trying to
Mm.
control you. It's for your own good, Chris.
Is it though?
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, my own good mostly, but you're good too.
I'm not
Um,
buying it.
way to turn this dragon rage off. Could I try to charm Chris? Will that even work?
Saving throw. I mean, it would. Chris would see you as a friend, which may or may not. I mean, that's basically the way she saw you before she went crazy and started trying to bite this giant skeleton's feet.
I feel like Chris would still try to attack a friend, so this dragon rage is a bitch. All right. How big is this dragon? Is it too big for a force cage?
He is 75 feet by about 75 feet.
That's a big boy.
He's not
So I
quite
can-
Clouth-sized, but he's bigger than any dragon you've seen.
Could I focus the cage on just his head or something?
I mean,
No.
He seems like he's been pretty chill so far. Just
I mean, he
just
seems
throwing that
alright.
out there.
Except that he tried to tell me what to do. That shit don't.
I think Chris is fine for now, unless they start getting too unruly.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna whack this thing with my myth carver.
Okay, go for it.
I'll inspire Chris too, because they're
thanks.
doing a great job gnawing that bone.
Oh, I'm
And
glad
so
you
she-
believe in me.
Till she turns around to attack you.
That's a bad idea.
You're not there.
Ow!
21 will hit him.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Well, I gotta try something.
Okay, so you rush up and smash him with your sword. The sword skips off bone, and he looks down at you and goes, in common, says, "That was." I guess because you attacked him, he's going to use his legendary action to go ahead and attack you.
Yeah, don't be rude to
Oh.
this guy that I'm trying to eat.
His tail whips around at you, Curtis.
Owie. You can't tell me to be rude to your not dad.
It's 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can't tell me not
16
to
points
tell
of
you not
damage.
to be rude to my
Mhm.
not dad.
And yeah, as you come around and hit him too, he smashes you with his tail. You go skidding back a few feet as this giant bone tail swipes across you. And then he like stretches up and lifts his wings as much as he can in his chained position and like bears up at his full form. I need everybody in the room to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Oh, I am great at those. I am not great at those.
We haven't taken a long rest yet, have we? Since this
No.
thing.
I think I have to roll with disadvantage because I'm still, suffering
up.
from my.
Yep. Chris, you are actually immune to fear effects right now, so you're
cool.
fine.
Nice.
So everybody else. So Curtis fails, Jordan fails, Buster fails. All of you are frightened of him.
Ah!
As he bears up into his full form, you see crackles and bits of lightning beginning to form in his bony jaws. And he goes, "Sit down." And all of you feel the urge to sit. You didn't roll for Glavi there, Buster.
I did not. Oh my god. Let me roll for him real quick. Sorry. It doesn't matter. Globby failed
Glavi
too,
has
so he's missed.
also failed.
So we probably just sat.
Okay.
Flip.
On his turn, he looks at Curtis and goes, "Are you quite done?"
Are you?
I don't like this one. He leans down toward Chris. His giant like head snakes around behind you, Chris, and he whispers something to you in Draconic. And as the words begin to bounce around in your head, you feel the sensation of the dragon rage begin to pass.
Oh.
So like that, you're like biting onto his shin, and he like whispers at you, and you're like, "Oh, this is. I have old corpse in my mouth. Oh, how long has this been down here?" Do you guys want to continue trying to fight him, or do you want to try to talk to him now that he seems like he is not trying to murder you?
I
Pretty
think I'll just
chill.
listen.
Okay, I will just drop us out of initiative then.
I mean, Kelrick and Layla are in the other room.
Yeah, you just hear the sounds of combat, and then you like run up to the door and look, and you can see this giant skeletal dragon, and this huge glowing orb in the center of the room, and the dragon is chained to it.
I think Layla doesn't get up. She's just like, Kelrick, go look at that. Tell me what's going on while I finish this room.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's nothing.
The face turns back to Chris, and he says, "Feel better now, little wormling."
Oh. I just kind of like spit out like some bone pieces. I'm like, sorry about that. I don't.
And he settles down onto the orb like he's getting comfortable, and he goes, "Good, good. Now, have you come to talk,
I guess so. Who are you?
or have you come to die?"
Not that one. The first one.
He
Seems
nods.
kind of a long way to go to die.
Yeah, it
Well.
took us a long time to get here. If we wanted to die, we could have just
He
died on the
nods.
way here.
From what I can remember, we are very deep underground.
Mhm.
Yes, well, I suppose you've come. A lot of you work for the demons and such.
Nope.
He
We beat up
nods.
those guys. We beat up all the demons.
Good, good. Well, then why are you down here? They already woke me up, very rude,
Oh. Very rude.
and none of them stayed to talk.
Oh. Well, we're here to talk.
He nods.
Do you know how to stop the dragon rage? I mean, you did just whisper in my ear.
He looks down at the gem he is like chained to, and then looks back up at you, and he goes, "Why, yes, of course I do. All you have to do is cut these magical chains that keep me trapped here, and let me go, and it will lose all of its energy. It draws it from me.
Cool.
Inside
It's very easy."
Yeah, can I let's see
seems
if
pretty
Zone of Truth
simple.
works. Mhm.
How's everything
22.
going in there, guys?
Oh, pretty good.
Okay.
Not to worry.
He
Does-
sees
Does-
you casting a spell, Curtis, and looks over it and goes, "Stop that!" And your spell dissipates.
Oh.
Ah,
Dang it. How am I supposed to know if you're
does
telling the
fear
truth
con-
or not?
Does fear control inside her?
No, when he's settled, technically yes, but when he settles back down, the like aura that he put out like went away. He just got mildly annoyed with you. Joyden with a 22. Let me make a charisma check for this guy because he's not proficient. Okay. With a 22, you don't think he's lying directly, but he may have ulterior motives.
Mhm.
Like, you think he's probably telling the truth. He just says, like, unchain me, and it'll turn off.
Are you the dude in the reliefs on the walls outside?
Turns as best he can while chained, and the chains rattle, like giant, like boat anchor chains rattle and twist with him, so that he can face the group of you better, and then he settles back down on the orb, and he goes, "Oh, they made a mural after they put me down here. Well, at least there's that."
Yeah, it's like it fills an entire room. It's pretty impressive.
He nods, and he looks around the room as best he can, and there's two giant statues of dwarves and two giant statues of elves. The dwarves are carrying like weapons and armor, and the the elves are dressed in like long dark robes, and he goes, "When they bound me down here, they did something to me. Thus my current condition, and this. As long as I am here, it will draw power."
Mm-hmm. So if we unchain you, will you become a flesh dragon again, or are you just gonna die?
He stops and goes, "I doubt it, but to be honest, not sure."
Only one way to find out, I guess.
Yep.
Yes, well, do any of you have the means of disenchanting the chains and releasing me then? Because the demons came down here and woke me up from my slumber early, and I have been a bit antsy ever since. And it has been some thousands of years since I've gotten. And he like lifts his wings and chains rattle across them. Stretch my wings.
Hmm.
No,
So
no.
when
Jordan backs up a little. Yeah, just towards the door. I think we should look more into breaking those chains, but weigh our options. You know what I mean, Buster?
What do you mean? And he's gonna help us stop the thing, right? So I'm gonna, well, I can't get up.
Well, all I mean is that we should make sure that we tread carefully around a giant 75-foot dragon. Jordan just kind of looks up at his wingspan. Just
well,
Yeah,
I
he
wouldn't
can't.
say
Like his wings are
giant.
75 feet across, but they're chains running over them, so they're partially curled into his body. Like he can't lift them to the full extent. His wingspan would be fucking. It would be bigger than this room if he could stretch out all the way.
Probably seen bigger dragons than this dude.
Probably not, Buster.
Oh.
Oh, I thought I could do portal logic.
No. He looks at you, goes, "Yes, well, it's a big decision, ending a world. I understand the world's being destroyed currently, so please take your time."
Mm-hmm.
And like the two blue flames that would be his eyes, like roll.
Kelrick kind of is. I guess he walks in. Do you know why things have been getting out of whack?
I think it's because he's awake.
Giant head leans past your friend, and this, like I said, almost the size of Klauth, this giant draconic skull looks over at you and says, "Yeah, yes. How do you mean out of whack?"
Dragon Rage is only supposed to affect things whenever a comet or something flies by, and it's not
He
time for
nods.
that yet.
Yes, from what I understand, it is the star that triggers me being awake, but the demons seem to have thought I should be awake now. And I can't seem to go back to sleep, so I've been
Aw.
locked in a room by myself for several weeks. Well, for several thousand years, honestly. But I sleep through most of it.
How'd they wake you up?
The giant wings like make a shrug motion. Don't know. I was awake. There was a man with a silly hat. Didn't like
Could
him.
we just put you back to sleep then, and then it would stop the dragon rage?
He stops and he goes, "Oh, I don't know that I can go back to sleep now." Yeah, you can move around.
Okay, I thought he was just sitting like crisscross applesauce at story time this whole
He didn't
time.
give you a command. You were just frightened of him.
Oh, okay. So
He says, "Though I suppose if you could find a way to put me back to sleep, that would temporarily solve your problem, but wouldn't solve any of mine, would it?"
Yeah, it wouldn't.
He looks at Chris, and like his giant head swoops down really close to you, Chris, and he takes a long sniff, and he goes, "We could make a deal, Wormling.
Ooh, what kind of deal? I like
Let me
deals.
go, and I'll tell you what you are."
Excuse me, I am a dragon. I already know.
The head sort of nods, yet you have no wings, no claws, no teeth, breathe no fire.
Not right now.
He nods. And like the head pulls away and you can see like the skull, like the smiling sort of upturned of the skull, almost like he's grinning at you. It's a stone statue, Buster. They're very like. Have you guys seen those terracotta warriors in the Crypt of the Emperor in China? Like they're all so. There's only 4 of them, but they're all individual. They're all carved to look like actual people. But there's no writing or anything around them. You're close to the chains there, though, and you can see scrawled heavily into the chains are these glowing red dwarvish runes.
Oh, I wish I knew what to do with this.
Yeah,
I just start shaking it around.
I would let you go.
They're
sir.
huge and heavy. What was that, Chris?
If it were up to me, I would let you go, sir. But I don't think I have the tools required to dechain you.
Yeah, the dragon says, well, then perhaps convince your friends, little wormling.
I mean, this is why we did come down here to solve the dragon.
Sir or madam, what is? May I ask you your name?
Yeah, he looks at you and goes, Sir, Oranax is what they called me.
Wasn't that the guy in the desert?
Maybe. Actually, I just pulled a name out of my head.
Okay.
So it's
I
possible.
think that was the
It is.
other
It's the gold
guy.
dragon in the desert.
Yeah.
Let me hang on. It's in my notes somewhere. I just got their
Gotta
names
find
mixed up.
it.
I'm still drawing shit. And also, Buster, I can hear you type. Yes,
Layla!
Buster? What? What?
Layla!
I have
Layla!
to draw Kelric's bed! It's gotta be perfect. It's gotta have space for them. What?
He says, in my sir, and in my time they called me Karoon.
Ooh.
Karoon.
Would I know anything about this Karoon?
You can make a
Any
history check.
dragon legends
Buster.
that perhaps my parents told me? History. Hey, that wasn't too bad.
Unfortunately, no. You've never heard of
Nope.
him.
Oh well.
Can I?
Which probably means he is long since dead, Chris. Like, if
Mhm.
you've never heard of him, then he's probably older than the stories you were told as a kid.
So, Karoon, sir, why would the dwarves lock you up for seemingly an eternity for mithril?
The dragon does
Mythal.
actually serve a purpose, Joyden.
He looks over and goes, from what I understand, I serve as a battery. An energy source. Magic is drawn from me into this and affects my kin thusly. And he nods toward Chris.
That doesn't seem right. And if you were to be released, you wouldn't happen to be like thinking of taking your revenge on all of humanity and or dwarves
I
in
am
particular?
sure the elves and the dwarves that locked me away here are long since past.
Oh yeah.
No, I believe I would go to the mountains and build a new horde.
Oh. What kind of horde do you like? What's your favorite horde?
Sort of stops and thinks and goes, seems to be telling the truth. I've always been fond of coin.
Ooh, coins, good choice. Classic.
How would you
Always,
procure said coins?
always.
He looks at you and he goes, the normal way dragons procure coins, friend. You eat their owners.
Hmm?
Oh, he hasn't lied to us.
Um,
He shrugged like the wing shrugging, and he goes, "Alternatively, you could find every dragon in existence and have whatever process has been done to me done to them, so that they are some sort of undead horror. Because I seem to be immune to the effects of the stone. At least I have been so far."
I don't really like the idea of that
maybe it
suggestion.
only affects the fleshy bits?
Sorry. Trying to get this thing to close.
Am I done casting
Whoa.
this?
Yes.
Oh, fucking thank God. God, Kelric, your bed, oh my God, so hard to draw. Gee, you know how hard it is to get your measurements when I haven't slept with you? Very difficult.
Is that why my bed's slightly closer than it was before?
Anyways, hello, dragon sir. I am Layla.
Hello, Layla. Have you come to let me out, or just to talk?
I mean, yeah, sure. Let's get you out. How do we get you out? These chains? Cool.
The chains are magical.
All right.
The effect will need to be dispelled.
All right. Cool.
Would that
Good
help
old
with the
dispel magic. All right. Here we
dragon
go.
rage because it helps keep balance.
What the dragon rage?
Yeah,
How does turning
there was a
all
whole
of the
explanation on
dragons
this.
angry keep balance, Kelric? It just makes
Right,
people
but then-
dead because dragons ate them.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
we're all gonna be dead.
it's because it helps keep, because whenever they get rational, it's a population control method.
I mean, I'm sure the world was fine before the dragon.
Yes, Kelric likes genocide. You caught me.
How dare you?
You're an eco-terrorist. You want all of us to die so that your plants can live. You pansy, you.
That's right.
Or it just becomes poison ivy from the Batman.
Oh my God, this is your villain arc.
I'm not crazy though, right? There was like a full explanation of why the dragon rage was made.
Well,
Yeah, and
it's because elves
in a
and
short
dwarves are
period of
good.
time, they fight each other for starters, so they end up killing each other, and it makes them easier to hunt and kill because they're not using their full faculties and capabilities. So if it only lasts like a week, like it normally does, it is a time where, just like Kelric said, it's population control. It helps keep the number of dragons in the world down so that they don't take over the planet.
Yep,
It's
that's me,
fine.
genocide.
All right. What's your name, dragon guy?
Listen.
Karoon.
Karoon. Nice to meet you. All right. So I got this plan. We get you out. You don't kill people or take over the world. Does that sound great?
But if you could,
While you're saying that, lately, he cocks his head to the side and he goes, "Karoon the Powerful," but it sounds so much better and draconic.
but
Oh.
if you,
Teach me
if you-
Draconic, and I'll teach you to get out.
And he
I
goes,
don't know.
"Yes, well, no, I have no plans on conquering the world anytime soon."
Okay, I would like to cast guidance on myself and insight check.
would it be possible to negotiate coming back and sitting on this for a week every once in a while?
No.
Uh,
Sorry, I was waiting for Layla's roll. 33. Again, it seems like he's telling the truth, but like he may be holding something back, or he may be saying things in a very specific way. Like Layla's gotten very used to dealing with Asmodeus and trying to suss out what the fuck he's saying. And even as old as this dragon is, like you think maybe the phrasing, like of the thing that he said, is a little like, okay.
Little suspect.
Hey. Now looky here. I don't want any of this funny business with this, technical loopholes that you're trying to pull. I know better.
He cocks his head. I'm sorry. My common, I haven't gotten to practice it much in several millennia, and I don't quite understand what that phrase you just said means.
A loophole is a leaving something out just so that you can go back in because you didn't agree to that specific thing.
He sort of looks at you and goes, "We're not drawing a contract, I just made you a verbal promise. I think you're looking at it too specifically, friend."
Always gotta get it in writing.
We've dealt with a lot of shitty demons. We've been burned, bro.
I am not a demon. I believe I am technically an undead dragon.
Oh, so cool thing. I'm thinking
You tried to zone of truth him, Curtis, and he counterspelled you.
Yeah,
Oh,
just like
okay.
slapped him.
I know, but I could keep trying.
so here's what
He
I'm
can
thinking.
keep counterspelling. He's got lots
Okay.
of spell slots.
So, Karun, I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. We let you go, and you go kill a bunch of demons in hell. That would be cool. Then you could get all the riches in hell.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
particularly want to have spent millennia in a tiny room only to go to hell, so I will kindly decline that.
But we need help.
He shrugs. The wing shrug, and he says, "You seem like capable individuals, and whining does not become you."
Yeah, you might
I'm
be right.
sure we can work out a deal. Like, we scratch your back, you scratch ours, help us kill a few demons. And then you can go build your mountain horde.
We
Why
can
are
help you. We've got
or whatever.
money.
You all seem very set on killing demons, but did you not just kill dozens to get in here? Weren't they
Yeah,
all
we did.
outside?
Oh.
At least several of them have come and gone. They wouldn't talk to me, though.
Well, those
I
guys are
smooshed.
assholes.
I smooshed a couple and ate one. Don't eat demons. They taste like tar.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ew.
Good point.
They melt in your
Listen.
mouth, not in your hand.
Well,
And not in a good way.
in his case, no offense, I think they would just fall through his jaw.
He nods.
Yeah, can you taste like that? I don't think you have a tongue
He
anymore.
nods. I, strangely, still seem quite capable of taste, sight, hearing, smell. I can still feel how cold the stone is under my claws, even though there's no skin there.
That's weird.
It's odd.
Can I try, like,
But you
doing
don't
a
seem
tight...
to need my help with killing demons, was, I believe, my point.
Okay.
Well, we do want to kill one big bad demon.
Yeah.
One really big, really bad demon.
Really big. Like, we think you could take him, but like no one else could.
The wing shrug and goes, I don't see how that could possibly be accurate.
Asmodeus?
He chuckles. Silly little girl. I'm not fighting Asmodeus.
Yeah, you shouldn't have told him.
I'll stay in the room, thank you very much.
Okay.
This
well,
guy doesn't want to take Asmo on. We are
Yeah.
boned.
Oh, we're
He's
great.
been boned.
We're gonna be great, guys. Everything's gonna be cool.
Mhm.
I think I've almost got this chain broken.
Are you eating it?
Yeah.
He's like tightrope walking on it.
He's like
Hmm.
bouncing.
Bouncy. I mean, I have a dispel magic, but I only have the one, so I can only do one chain.
We probably don't want to do it right now.
No, we might want to take a little nap.
No.
first.
No, I think I want to. I want to get this show on the road. The whole place is about to go down in flames.
But,
Okay.
but before we break chains and promise, well, I don't know if we're breaking promises, but I think it should be considered to deal with the devil that we know rather than the dragon that we don't.
Yeah, but
No.
the longer we put this off, the more the dragons will do the rage. And murder people and
It-
stuff.
Right, but if we break the chain, we can't undo it. That's like, brute forcing a lock instead of just picking it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you did to that chest, smashing it with a crowbar, or
Mm-hmm.
instead of letting me pick it,
What's
fail
your
miserably.
point?
The point I'm trying to make is that if you can't undo this, we can't set the traps back, at least not that chest trap back, and we wouldn't be able to set back this mithril to protect us from I don't know, a giant 75-foot winged dragon that would like to start his horde over.
I feel like
He looks over at you, Jordan, and goes, "You're in the room with me, friend. It's not
Yeah.
protecting you from me now."
Duh.
I'm just being practical.
He seems like an alright guy to me. I feel like he'll at least wait until he
Layla
gets out of
crackles.
this underground dungeon to start building his horde again.
Layla
So-
crackles some dispel magic. She's like, "All right, just say the word. You tell me."
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Can we
Okay.
sleep on it?
Do it. Do it.
Now we're gonna back up into
Do it.
This cannot go tits up.
This definitely cannot go tits up. All right, dragon, don't kill us. I'm dispelling magic on this chain. Does it work?
I will need you to make a roll. I believe it's if it's above a 4th level. Well, what level spell slot are you?
I only have a 3rd level spell slot.
Then
Oh.
yes, you have to make a wisdom check.
Okay.
Well, good luck, Layla.
I will tell the dragon I will try to let you go, but I'm feeling kind of weak right now and I could use a nap. So here we go.
Yeah, we might need to come back tomorrow.
Okay. The magic of one of the chains burns out. The rune cease
Ooh.
glowing. He flexes one of his huge hands and pulls the chain taut, and it snaps. And he goes, "Oh, I can reach." And he just reaches out and stretches, and he goes, "Oh, that's so much better." And as he lifts himself slightly up off of the orb, you can see it sort of begin to darken slightly.
Ooh.
Layla walks over and she goes, "Oh, you beautiful soul." And she pats him. She's like, "I need a nap though. I can't do that again."
Well, he settles back down on top of the orb, and he goes, "Then we can have a conversation while you rest."
Okay.
Over the course of a long rest, if anybody wants to stay and talk to him, he will ask questions about what the surface world is like today, and is surprised to find out that dragons aren't in charge anymore. Even with the dragon rage, he figured, they would still be the dominant race. He, he is completely unaware of the city that's above him. He knows nothing about Waterdeep, so he asks a lot of questions about
Ooh.
Waterdeep.
What used to be here before
Elves.
Waterdeep? Oh, it was just a bunch of elves just hanging out.
Wait, so if we're directly underneath Waterdeep, does that mean that the ward against dragons doesn't affect him either?
Nope, you were outside of its range. It's only
Oh.
3 miles. You guys are 5 fucking miles underground.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he says elves. And you said it was a bunch of elves running around. He goes, "No, it was an elven city, and then a dwarven city carved under it."
Oh.
And he goes, "Is the elven city not there anymore?"
No.
They must
Not
have
unless
moved
it was called Waterdeep.
He shakes his head. No. They must have moved it. They do that.
Yeah, this city is
Moved
now
the whole
very
city.
multicultural. We have a bar. It's quite great.
Oh yeah, we do have a bar.
If you could fit in it, we'd invite you.
Well, if you can free me, perhaps I will turn into something smaller.
Ooh!
Oh.
So, let me tell you about this ancient red that lives in town. And then she's gonna, talk up Klaus and be like, maybe they could hook up. But I don't know how reds and blues feel about each other, but, he has gathered his horde a very smart way of being like a loan shark kind of thing. And you know what? I think that you would do well as competition. and you could, perhaps even make more money than he does. And she like tries
We could
to
go on a date.
tell him a lawful way of making money that doesn't involve him eating people or whatever. I don't know if he's
He's less interested in ways of garnering money that don't involve eating people, but he's just. But he's like, but you got to be careful about who you eat, because if you eat the wrong people, then some knight always wants to come and try to kill you.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's got very ancient ways of thinking.
I mean, there's a high likelihood that if he ate the wrong people, we would be called to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, orcs. You can eat as many orcs as you want. No one cares. But you eat one elven maid, one blacksmith's daughter.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's 10 people in your cave.
Depends on the type of eating, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that.
A sexual
Oh.
way. Yeah. Where you don't kill them. You give them a little death. The deathless death.
You guys want to take a long rest?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. So, you got a girlfriend or see anybody?
Would you like one?
Would you like one? She's like kind of twirls her hair and she's like, I could,
Aww.
I saved you, like, that'd be cool. No. I don't know.
What are his thoughts on soon?
What are your thoughts on soon? Yeah. Tell me all your thoughts on soon.
So 8 hours pass.
Wow.
Right. Hold on. Keep talking about that sentence.
Yeah, dragon, Never had a dragon before.
Wait.
Oh, you're still
Susie,
trying to
are
make
you-
that happen.
Are you chatting with him in the other room?
Yeah.
You're muted.
Yes.
No, I was chatting with Kelrick in the other room.
Okay. Do you want to go to secret chat to make this faster? Because I am hard at typing.
Yeah, that would be better.
Alright. Ooh. Ooh. They're going to secret
Going
chat.
on over here?
Ooh.
I'm gonna continue to try to hit up this dragon and judge his alignment, really. Is
Oh
another
boy.
thing.
Get a feel.
Yeah, I want to get a feel for him.
I mean, he does.
He seems very dragony.
Very
His-
much like a dragon.
His alignment is dragon.
His alignment is he's hoity-toity and thinks he's king of the world. Okay, cool.
He's like your old boomer grandpa who's also in politics, and he's just like, oh, just bribe him, Everyone does it.
Yeah, cool.
Is that what your grandpa was like?
I'll be back. I Maybe
Don't
he
admit to
was.
bribery on the internet, Rachel. Don't put
Don't
that
do
stain
it.
on your family.
No,
It's okay.
no. He was a good lawyer.
Oh,
You can make of that what you will.
gotcha.
So 8 hours pass. A rest is had, and then Layla, you are going to release this dragon.
Actually, before I come out of the bed, I'm gonna be like, all right, Vajra, are you there?
You
Of course you're
casting
there.
sending?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell her, Vajra, the way to end the mythal and dragon rage is to release a blue
You only had a
dragon.
3rd level spell slot left.
This is after a long rest.
Oh, after the long rest, you're gonna cast sending.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. The response is well then, let him go.
Okay. All right.
Let's do
and
it.
let's take a 5-minute break.
She says, She says, well, then let him go, and glad to hear you're alive.
Is she casting sending?
No, it's just her response.
Oh, glad to know we're alive. Oh, how sweet. Vajra. Anyway, uh, uh,
And then you'd like to take a 5-minute break. Are you okay?
Yep. 5-minute break.
Okay, let's take a 5-minute break.